back at Haven Amusement Park, and we are doing the 4th episode of Parkitect today. I'm enjoying this game so much that I just can't stop playing it, so why not go on for another ride and let's just enjoy the rest of our wooden roller coaster here. Such a fun little ride that we created in the 2nd episode. Or was it the 1st episode actually? I don't even remember, even though we aren't that far. But in the last episode we finished up this steel coaster, which is looking so freaking good, guys. I'm so happy about the result. It turned out pretty much exactly how I wanted it to, even though we had our fights with it. It was definitely not an easy time to create this thing. But it is done now. We don't have to worry about it anymore. We just have to watch this thing moving around in our park. So what do we do today? As you can see, we've started to make some serious money. We got quite a lot of people in our park, and actually we got, I'd say, a pretty crowded park at the moment. So it might be time to expand, and it might be time to expand this entire entrance area as well. What do you guys think? Because we extended the path all the way over here, so one option could be to buy all of this new land out here and start working out this way, or we have the option to go this way as well. Now, like I said, I want to keep this area sort of mine themed, because we got a few hills over here and stuff like that that we can work with. Create a nice little mine train going over all of this over there. There's just so many options that I don't really know at the moment, to be honest, but something shall be done. Now, I feel like the first thing that we should do is maybe start working with our research team again, because I want a calm ride right here, but we've got to research a new one because I don't really feel like we have one that fits this area at the moment. So let's start out by throwing in some money, some monthly budget here for our research team, and see if they can come up with a nice calm ride that we can throw in here. And while we wait, why don't we start out by filling this entire section of roads with fences and stuff, so that is looking good. And if you don't remember, we are using Shy Guy's set here to create all of the pathing. So let's fill in this. Whoops. And I will cut the video and get back to you when I've created all of the fences and stuff. So see you in a minute. Now that is all set, and I created this little waiting area. So if you have one of your friends, family, whatever you're visiting this park with, who wants to try this coaster and you don't want yourself, go over here, take a nice seat, and wait for them to finish off their ride. So what should we do now? I feel like let's just have a look at the research team here. Oh, they got a plane carousel coming in. I wonder when it's done. They are planning at the moment, so it must be almost done. So let's just have a look at the nature here, because I feel like we're missing something here and there. So let's see what we got. I think we're gonna go for a birch tree. Let's put one down, one there, and then see if we can grab just a small... Does a pine tree look good? No, we should go for fir or something. There we go. Now we just need some bushes to fill in this area and make it look good. And complete just like the rest of the pathing here. So let's put in this, some there, some there. Let's get something with some flowers on him. Now, I'm not putting much variation into the colors of the shrubs, because you could do it, but there's also, like, I feel like this is enough. This puts in a great variety of bushes and stuff. Coloring, I'm not gonna go that far right now, because I actually like to keep it simple instead of having 20 different colors next to your pathing and stuff. So I just like to keep it red and keep it simple. So, but I sort of want to see how this plane carousel looks before we go any further. The research team has finished the plane carousel, but I feel like it's so big. It's really big ride, and I don't want it to cover up the looper all that much. So that saddens me a bit, but it fits so well in here. So shouldn't we just put it right there and then say, screw it, this is what we're gonna do? We probably should. You know what, guys, we're gonna do it. Let's plunk it down right there. Boom. That's our new ride. I sort of like it here. It's actually pretty good, even though the paths here don't really align all that well, but we can do something about that. We can easily change this up. So let's go ahead and do so. Now, what do we do here? We could place the entrance we could place it right there actually. And then the exit. Where do we want the exit to be? It could just be here actually. Should we just do something like that? I think we should. Oh wow, but that's not good because I sort of want to fix this piece of pavement and move it just 1/2 in there. So we should, you know what? The exit. Let's move it to right there. That's way better. Now, the entrance can be right there. Let's just show the scenery again. I don't want to get too close to the steel coaster because I feel like this is sort of a kids ride, so we shouldn't scare people off. Don't have enough money. Well, that's awkward. So let's just grind some money here quickly. But we could do one thing, and that is place one piece there, one there, one there, so we don't get too close to the steel coaster here. And that also creates, I guess that creates a decent long line. I think that's good for now. So now we just need to decorate this bit as well, and also delete this piece of path. So what I want to do is, let's just start out by deleting all of this. Even though we almost just... Whoops. Whoops, not good. Didn't mean to do that. Now, there we go. And this one. Now, that's way better. That's so much better. Now we just need to fill in some nature and stuff. But I'm gonna do that off cam, and then... The park has exceeded more than 500 visitors already. And we are just doing some final touches here on all of the nature parts here, on all the greenery and stuff. Look at this, looking so freaking awesome. So let's get some low shrubs here, fill in all of the gaps, something like this. Good. And one there. And I don't mind it growing out of the fence like this a little bit, because that just makes it way more realistic in my opinion. Grab a few birch trees. Good. Grab a few firs. There we go. And maybe a small one as well. And a small one there. And there you have it, boys. Another ride in. And that is actually it for filling out this entire first section of our park. So what do we do now? The research team is still going. We got a 4D cinema. We're not going to bother with that one because I don't like that ride. Oh, we also have to cover up this bit of pathing here with some shrubs. Now let's just go ahead and do so. Whoops, that was a bit too much of the flower ones. There we go. Looking really, really good as well. And let's just grab another birch tree here. Boom. Perfect. Just how I wanted. I'm really, really excited about this park so far. But what do you guys think? Are we going the right direction, or is this just entirely wrong opposed to how you guys would do it? Let me know if you have any suggestions or any thoughts on this park so far, and tell me in the comments, because then we can work on this project together, and because I will always take inputs any day. Now we do actually have one more option as to expanding this park. We could bring out the paths this way and sort of make a path all the way around our steel coaster here. I actually think that's a pretty good idea. So let's grab the terraforming tool here and buy up some of all of this land. While that's really expensive. We could bring out this bit at least, just a tiny bit, and I want to still have some, like I want the pathing to go out maybe to here. I guess this is okay actually. So let's buy some of these tiles. We don't have enough money. Whoops, we just spent it all. Let me grind some money, and when I get some more money, I'm gonna buy this and show you what I intend to do. Now, how do you guys like this? Am I going too close to the coast? I'm not sure, but let's try to work with this. I feel like this is actually okay, so we can make sort of a nice S-bend here with these pieces once again. Now, wow, am I just grabbing the wrong thing here? Do we need this one? Oh, right, that is because we need these. No, what am I talking about? We gotta put this one like that, and then there we have it. And fill in all of these gaps once again. Look at that, people are already starting to use our new area, which is really nice. There we go. Now, one thing we cannot forget is to put in new janitors and stuff. That would be a disaster, because then we would just have stuff all over the park. And there we go. You know what? Let's just pave all of this like this, and then we just have to connect it to the area over here. And I think the path, there should be just be one tile between the path and the roller coaster. So if we buy this and this and this when we can, and then bring the path down all the way down here. Oh wow, we are going bankrupt all of a sudden. Look at that, we spent 11 years on this park already in game. So the game has been running for quite some time. Let's just get some green numbers here before we do anything, and show the scenery once again. But how do you feel about this? I think it's pretty good actually, and a good way to expand the park. And then we could like maybe place down a new flat ride somewhere over there. Let's see, the 40 cinema is done. Don't think we're gonna go with it though. Nah, it's such a weird looking ride. We don't want that at the moment, but we do have room for something else over here actually. We could go for something like turbine, topspin. Topspin is a classic. You know what? That should be our next ride, and we could introduce it somewhere over here. So if we put it here, then we keep this entire area free where we want to make the entrance to the mine area. It's such a good plan. Oh, and by the way, one thing that we should look at, and we could do that today in this episode actually, that is a very good idea. Make a new depot up here, because the haulers have to carry all of the stuff so far when they need to restock this shop right now. So we could make, instead of them having to go all the way down here, make a new pickup station somewhere like right here actually. That's a really good idea. So let's grab the terraforming tool here. It's raining, so we're probably not gonna make a lot of money. So another very cheap loan was available, and I just went ahead and grabbed that one because we're gonna make ourselves a new depot, that is for sure. So let's just clear out all of this area and then have the depot. I think we should have it somewhere like right here actually. Let's just bring this one up to there. And then we have the depot right there. And this just makes sure haulers can pick up resource crates from selected shops from here, and janitors can drop trash bags here. Needs to be connected to the underground connector of the deliveries building. Guests do not enjoy seeing it, so we should put it somewhere like here, where it is partially hidden from all of our guests, and then bring in this path to right there. So these are now connected. Now we just need to connect it to the underground of the deliveries building, and we can do this, you know, if we bring out, there we go. Wow, this is actually really expensive. And then we could create, could we make it any easier, because we are running out of stuff here so freaking often. Or maybe we just need another hauler here for the first zone. Let's do that, because these shops are just out of items all the time. Well, now we got a new delivery system right here. No shop selected. Oh, do I have to select shops? Oh, so I can specify it myself. You know what? Let's just add these two. Do we have any other shops that need to be connected at the moment? I don't think we do. So, do the hauler who is resupplying this shop go to here? Let's just see the zoning here, because maybe we need to include this one into the blue zone. Or maybe not. I'm not sure. Let's just remove this bit. Like that. Good stuff. And hope and pray for the best. Wow, there are some stuff here. So, they must be going here. Let's just see. Is this a hauler? Oh, it is. Look at that. And can we see where he's going? He's definitely going here. Yep. There you have it, guys. Look at that. It's so good. So this is working just like we want it to work. Oh, what? Whoops. No one saw that. And let's bring in the pavement right here. Speeding up time here a bit. And we got connection, boys. We got connection. Awesome. So let's bring out this one as well. Oops, we don't have the money for that. Now we do. Good stuff. Look at this. We surrounded this entire thing with pavement. The reason that I want a lot of pavement is simply because I don't like seeing people so crammed up to each other in here. I want them to be spaced out, and I want them to have plenty of room to walk around. That is so much nicer. But I mean, just look at this area. It's so freaking good. It's so good. Now we just need to finish this up, and I will do so and be back. I just quickly grabbed something to eat, and now I am back at this park, and I think it's about time to round off this episode. But I want to walk you through some of the next steps, because my plan is as following. We are gonna extend this little piece of water we got here, and we're gonna extend it all the way through the path here, create a nice looking bridge. And then we want to create a lake over here and bring the path around it and make a nice restaurant with a pavilion that goes out over the lake. So hopefully this will look very, very good. But for now, we're just going to quickly delete all of this. Let's pause the game here. Good time to do so. Delete all of that. And bring the water all the way over here like this. And from there on, we start to drag out this. Let's just create a nice little puddle here, so we got something going. That's the start of the lake, and I want the lake to be something like here, and then we can drag the path up here. Maybe bring this piece of land down a bit when we buy it. We're gonna have to see what we got to work with over there. But for now, let's create the bridge. And I want the bridge to be somewhat solid, so if we start out here and then we can go for these sets of pathing, good, and bring it down. I really need to find myself some invisible paths so that we can create an even nicer looking bridge, because even though this is good, I would want something that looks just a tiny bit better. I did actually find some pieces here that we can use, because we use Race Evil's building set. There are some accents in here, and I think I got a plan for how we can use those in our building. So let's just see. Let's bring up this to, I think 3.4 is good, and then 3.53. Yep, let's go for that all the way around, and then bring this down to 3.4. There we go. We should be able to just bring this up to the top and line this like that, and then we just fill it until we are happy with how it looks. So something like this. I guess that's pretty good. That's the best we can do for now, so let's just start with this. There. And there as well. Awesome. So now the bridge has just a bit more details, and you can always add even more layers of detail. We could go for the paintbrush here and just do all white on the columns. I think that looks a tiny bit better. Now let's just try to see if we can wait for the sun to go down once again. I literally sat here for minutes. I think I've been sitting here for 15 minutes just waiting for waiting for a storm to come by so that the lights would go out, until I noticed that I have a button here that simply just changes whether it's light or dark. It's all good. Look at the bridge. It looks insane. It's so cool. I'm really happy about the result. Generally happy about what we've done today. We fixed up this entire area after building the coaster in the last episode, and we pretty much have been filling out all of the park. So everything here is ready and good to go, and the park is a great success at the moment. So I think the next option will just be to fill out the entrance area and then to start expanding, because as soon as we can expand out here, we can start to look at some very big coasters. Look at how much land we got out here. We got all of this section. I think we can buy all the way up to here. Yep, we can. We got a nice little lake out here that we can also use. And we got land all the way down here. So we got a lot of room to expand if that's what we want to do. But this is a pretty good time to round out the episode. So thank you guys once again for tuning in and watching. And until next time, have an awesome day. Bye.